And they did pull cases out from under tables. Everything you were told was a lie, and the video was released. They're pulling them out from underneath the tables, and they are counting them. There is no burst pipe. Donald Trump.
President
Donald Trump. I apologize. I was thinking of his son.
Just saying. I think that's a lie.
He's been, don't question my motives.
Sorry.
He's been indicted again. All right. Everyone's talking about this, but sometimes you be too close to the forest to see the trees. It really does come down to one key fact here. Yes, this is the fourth indictment. I don't know how many charges. We'll get to the video. There are 100-something counts. Some of them are so absurd, it defies all reason. This is absolutely a witch hunt, just to be clear, and we've experienced this ourselves. This happens all the time. They trump up a bunch of charges so that they can use those as references to say that you have been hit with all of these charges. This is what they're doing with Donald. Okay, all of that is true. However, this comes down in Georgia to the quote of find those 11,000 votes. Okay, you may say that sounds bad, but either you believe, and what we're discussing here is what is legally defensible. Either you believe that this was the safest, most secure election of all time, right? That there were no shenanigans going on in Georgia whatsoever, in which case President Donald Trump would have been interfering in an election. Or Donald Trump and his colleagues believed, as all of you did at this point in time watching right now, maybe you don't today, but a lot of people, a majority of Americans, believe that some stuff went down in Georgia, some shenanigans, in which case saying, hey, look at this vote switch here. Find these votes that may have been switched, in which case Donald Trump was trying to save this republic, the election. It does come down to that. Did he believe that it was a completely fair and transparent election, or did he not? And you can comment below if you actually think, genuinely, that's my question today in 2023. Do you believe that this election, or that last election, was completely fair play?
I like that question, too, because it's very clear, Either you think it's complete garbage or the best of all time.
Or you think there's something in there where maybe, in other words, in Georgia with a margin of 0.23% and people continued counting votes in the middle of the night, could you at least allow for the fact that Donald Trump thought, hey, just like Amy Klobuchar did, just like Jimmy Carter did at one point in time, just like what's her name in Georgia? I just forgot her name. Stacey Abrams.
Yep.
Star Trek broad.
President of the world, Stephen.
Yes. President Grimace.
It's not like it was California, or New York, or Washington, or it's Georgia. It's a historically red state.
Yeah. And by the way, Stacey Abrams has yet to concede that election because of issues with the voting machine. So if Donald Trump believed that there was something afoot, there is nothing illegal or wrong in him saying, hey, you know what, let's get to the bottom of this. So that being said, let's set this up. Grand jury in Fulton County, they just did vote to indict Donald Trump, and this is a very, very long clip so you can hear them lay out the charges. And this lady, I can't remember who's in the next clip. We'll see her, but she's long.
Female Al Sharpton.
Oh yeah, female Al Sharpton, and she went with the eyeshadow color bags, under eye bags, number 2.
It's Gal Sharpton.
Yes.
That's so stupid. I'm sorry.
Maybe not so Sharpton. Am I right? Am I right? I'm not, though. I'm not correct. That's not her name. Here's the clip.
Today, based on information developed by that investigation, a Fulton County grand jury returned a true bill of indictment, charging 19 individuals with violations of Georgia law arising from a criminal conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in this state. The indictment brings felony charges against Donald John Trump, Rudolph William Louis Giuliani, Sidney Catherine Powell. Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with one count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act through participation in a criminal enterprise in Fulton County, Georgia, and elsewhere to accomplish the illegal goal of allowing Donald J. Trump to seize the presidential term of office beginning on January 20th, 21.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to care.
Yes. Oh, yeah. This is real. Look,
happening. You may like Donald Trump. You may not. This is bullshit, just to be clear. Whether you like him 100%. Or not, the old adage, they're going to come for you next, it's absolutely true. So, look, to give you an idea as to how absurd some of these charges are, and Gerald was like, we have to talk about this.
Yeah, this was listed as one of the, so count 22 on about December 2020 on the 3rd. Donald Trump caused to be tweeted from the Twitter account, Real Donald Trump. Georgia here, hold on, no, you have to say it.
Yeah, so this is a count. This is one of the charges.
This is one of the charges.
They're saying that this is some kind of racketeering or crime where Donald Trump tweeted, Georgia hearings now on OANN, amazing.
And that was considered an overt act in furtherance of conspiracy.
Wow.
He's promoting that the hearings are on and saying it's amazing, and they're like, charge number 22.
That's the equivalent to like an old comic. I'm like, I love this town. Yeah. I love Bakersfield.
Silly, dude. That is so silly. That's an actual count.
That's an actual count that he said the hearings are on One America News now.
How weak are the other charges that they're like, oh, we better throw this in?
Yeah. We need to buttress the point. Every single tweet he has ever put out. I think your point is fine. Look, it goes down to what he believed. And if he believed that it was amazing, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I guarantee you he believed it was amazing.
It was
charge him like
he was speaking from the heart.
Actually, John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith's name is in fact not your name too. Part of it is. It could be. I also did see a llama wearing pajamas down by the bay.
Oh boy.
Where the watermelons grow. They grow very. That's what people tell me. He's got more than 120 charges against him. They're throwing more shit against the wall than Amber Heard on a bender, okay? Just to keep it clear.
I'm sorry, just to be clear, she throws it on beds.
Yeah, no, she doesn't, no, she deposits it on the bed.
throws it on the wall. That's fair. Okay.
Let me read you the case. So, charges published, by the way. Well, the charges that were published, here's something you should know. They were published on the Fulton County website before the grand jury signed the indictment. Also, the grand jury names could have been leaked. Just to be clear,
in that process, that's a big deal. By the way,
yeah. So that's a problem. So again, when you're talking about conspiracy, this came out before anyone would have known about it. And by the way, as someone who's experienced this, you know that reporters go out and they offer money. They offer money to people in your circle. Hey, do you have anything? Do you have any private conversation? Hey, do you have something that might be embarrassing? A food allergy? Is he allergic to crayfish?
I'm sorry. What is that?
Smash the Rumble button, by the way, if you're watching on Rumble, and if you're on YouTube, smash the like button.
What the hell
that'll help with the algorithm.
I looked at those charges, and one of the charges was filed November 5th, 2020.
Yeah,
before the election.
Was it quoting something?
It's probably quoting something. So he claimed that he was going to win. I'm not kidding.
That's a charge?
Look up the charges. He got legal advice.
insane.
Do you know why there's 19 people on this indictment? Because he got legal advice from people. By the way, I'm still a little pissed off. Rudy Giuliani has 2 middle names.
Yes.
One is enough, Rudy.
I know.
Don't be selfish.
Also, Rudolph's not an adult's name.
That's not an adult's name.
But Rudy is the very best name in sports history, and we know why.
Stop it. That's enough. No, but the point is important. He did say he was going to win. That would be like getting every single athlete on illegal sports betting because they said they were going to win a fight.
Yeah, exactly. What do you want him to say? Well, I think I'm going to lose tomorrow, but hey, go out to the polls. We'll see.
Now that would be something where if he says I'm going to lose, you go, well, maybe he's going to take a dive, and that's something that you could possibly control.
Right. That would be a great UFC. What do they call it? The
fight?
The weigh-in? Yeah.
You're like, what's the word?
No, not the fight.
Pointedly.
No, the pre-fight thing when they get each other's face and they go, I'm going to kick your butt or whatever.
It's like, I'm going to lose so hard.
Yeah.
No, I'm
going down. No, I'm going down.
Round 2, I get more money if I go in 2.
Yeah. So let's go back here, just so in case you've forgotten. In February, one of the grand jury, the foreperson, Emily Kors, went on a media tour talking about the process. Here's that clip.
Did you personally want to hear from the former president? I wanted to hear from the former president, but honestly, I kind of wanted to subpoena the former president because I got to swear everybody in. And so I thought it'd be really cool to get 60 seconds with President Trump.
Sick.
Of me looking at him and being like, do you solemnly swear? And me getting to swear him in. I kind of just thought that would be an awesome moment.
And do you solemnly swear that you'll stop brushing your hair with a Spencer's plasma ball?
No,
that's horse hair for sure.
Mane and tail.
Fishing lures.
There's ticks in it too.
She's allergic to beef.
She looks like every stalker.
So this is the foreperson for the jury, okay?
Yeah.
And here's another interview with this distinguished young lady.
Person.
The Atlanta Journal-Constitution, she stated, the late Georgia House Speaker David Ralston cracked her up. She said she swore him in holding a Ninja Turtle popsicle she had just received at an ice cream party thrown by the DA's office.
What?
Oh, those are so tasty, though. It's like the soft ones.
Yeah, the push-up one?
Yeah. No, the soft. No, sorry.
No,
the
but
gumball eyes, yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the gumball eyes, and you push them out. I used to get the Slimer ones from the ice cream truck.
Sorry.
Then he fondled me. It's mixed memories. You take the good with it. Two things can be true. Great Slimer popsicle. Not so fan of the molestation. So this lady, she was holding a popsicle that she got from the DA right before she swore in witnesses testifying against Donald Trump. All references available at louderwithcrowder.com, just to be clear. Now, all of this comes down to... Sorry, because I see everyone, look, what they're talking about right now on CNN. Watch. I guarantee you they're not talking about election integrity. Let's see.
For a decisive pivot, I think you would agree, but...
Shut up, Meg.
For the sake of it, why not? Is it just looking at the fact that he's polling?
All right, crawl back to the underbrush, you shrew. So, it comes down to election integrity and if you believe that we have a problem. Now, for example, if you believe that, hey, mail-in ballots played a role, or if you believe that ballot harvesting played a role, or if you believe that the voting switches, the dumps that took place in the middle of the night. By the way, we're allowed to on YouTube discuss election integrity now.
All of this now, yeah.
You're welcome. Big reason for that is that we never stopped, and they were tired of suspending us. So they said, all right, we can't ban them all. So thank you. louderwithcrowder.com/mugclub. It is the tip of the spear. We're never going to stop if we are removed from YouTube. By the way, if you see this, do you have the YouTube dump button, Toolman?
We'll be able to pull it.
Ooh, I was going to say, if you have it, if ever you see that button out there, it means just head on over to Rumble. Yeah. Head on over to Rumble.
Look at that. Quick on the draw.
So there's this statement that everyone is using, right? It all centers around this between Donald Trump, Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. Trump stated, I just want to find 11,780 votes. Which is one more than we have because we won the state. Now, here's the thing. Did he believe that he won the state? If so, all bullshit. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
If he believed that he won the state. Now, maybe you don't like Donald Trump. Do you believe it's possible that he won the state? Do you believe that Donald Trump believed he won the state? I can tell you this. Maybe I'll be hauled into court for saying this. We've had Rudy Giuliani on the show. We've had Donald Trump Jr. on the show. We've had many people. They all 100% believed that there were illicit tactics at work. Just to be clear, 100%.
There's no doubt.
They never once told us, like, yeah, we're going to raise a bunch of money on this.
Right.
They were all livid. The margin of victory in Georgia was 0.23%, about 11,779 votes.
Right. And so the context that you gave really matters because Donald Trump was not doing what they say. Hey, go out and find me votes. Yep. Go out and change these so that I can win. He clearly thought, there are way more votes out there for me than I'm even asking for. All we have to do is find 11,780 illegal votes, and I win the state. That's what he was saying.
Right.
He's not asking him to go do something illegal at all, and they're trying to frame it like he is.
Right. So let me go through. Do we have the clip of us on election night? Because I don't see it there in the map. No? Okay.
No.
Let me know if they find it. So let me give you some examples here of the irregularities just in Georgia. Right. They occurred all across the country. Okay, like, I mean, you're used to 100...
irregularities.
You're used to a six-figure voting dump in the biggest county in Michigan when the precincts get boarded up with Bristol board and styrofoam and paper mache.
So you can't
and come in at a 99% margin for Joe Biden. Well, how did that happen? Those are the mail-in votes. Yeah. So 99? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we get a double check on that?
99% of people with homes vote for Joe Biden.
Everything that guy just says, bullshit.
That's fair.
Georgia, again. Could Donald Trump have believed that these were not all legitimate? Well, remember we were told that there was a burst pipe, right? It was delaying the vote counting in Fulton County. This is overlay 6, B6. So we were told that, and on election night, hopefully, I don't know if the control room can find this, but it's a 12-hour stream, so it was a little bit difficult. We reported on that because it was coming in.
We have the original clip of the CBS News report showing the pipe burst. Do you want to play that?
That's not the, let's show the original CBS clip, but we were live 12 hours. That's the beauty of this being a live show, nothing up our sleeve, right? We have the YouTube dump button. We don't have a 5-minute delay. We, during the election night, said, they stopped counting the votes. Yeah. And so we told you, I guess they're not going to count Georgia here tonight because there was a pipe that burst, so we'll wait until tomorrow. That's what we were told. Now we know that it was irrefutably a lie, but here's what happened at that moment in time. This is from CBS.
Downtown Atlanta is State Farm Arena, where the Atlanta Hawks play. They are tabulating the absentee ballots of Fulton County, Georgia's most populous county. A water pipe has broken inside the arena. They had counted 86,000 absentee ballots. We don't know how many more they have yet to tabulate, but all the tabulation of the ballots has now stopped.
Huge margin.
We're told by election officials they may not finish tabulating those votes for a day or two.
They may not finish them for a day or two.
Right. Then you come to find out that no pipe ever broke. And then they tried to memory hole this stuff and say, well, we never said that a pipe. What are you talking about?
It may take a day or two because of a pipe. Hey, guess how I know that government is inefficient? So, then surveillance video was released of, now I want to be very clear here, not suitcases. Pelican cases. Because the way they memory hold it was some people said suitcases, when in fact, rather than a pipe being burst and people, they stopped tabulating, they did continue tabulating votes and they did pull cases out from under tables. Everything you were told was a lie, but you didn't say the magic word, Pelican case. And the video was released. Here's the place where they stopped counting votes at this point in time because of a burst pipe.
There's no audio to this.
No audio on this.
Yeah.
People listening on the audio, first off, go and watch it at Rumble. But look, they're pulling these Pelican cases, whatever you want to call them, Tupperware, someone made a run to the Container Store. They're pulling them out from underneath the tables, and they are counting them. There is no burst pipe.
Yeah, this is at 11
Pretty dry.
p.m., by the way, after they had sent everybody home, I believe, at 10 o'clock. And the reasoning was, well, we needed to keep counting through the night to make sure that we got this done. Okay, why did you send everybody home?
Yeah. So some workers were being told to stop counting when there was an election supervisor said, go home for the night. But then the Secretary of State's office called, and told Fulton County to keep counting.
Yeah.
And there were firsthand reports, by the way, sworn affidavits of fake ballots and a ballot shredding. Now, you can say, yeah, but those weren't verified. Well, who's going to verify them? That's the issue. That's the witch hunt. Hey, I saw a bunch of fake ballots. Well, I didn't see them. Yeah, but I'm telling you that they were there, so you should investigate it. I didn't see them. Well, can you check? Can you check?
Oh, you know what? Did I show you our vote shredder over here?
Yes.
Why do you even have one of those?
Right.
What is, if there is a problem with a ballot, don't you keep it to have evidence that there was a problem with this ballot so you can say, no, there was a problem. We have a vote shredder?
Yeah.
What?
We need a vote splinter.
I don't think we don't need that.
I don't even have a shredder at my house.
I have one here. It's very fun.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Only
Maybe they'll
because
get one. Maybe that was it. Maybe they're going to have some fun,
people,
you know?
Every now and then I play a
stuff.
game of chicken with it. I never wear ties, but I put on a necktie and I put it in and it just goes, stop.
See what happens.
Yeah.
That's fun. Dangerous.
So now also recently revealed Raffensperger documents information. He was aware of the Dominion voting machine vulnerabilities, but ran with the machines. Anyway.
So was everybody, by the way.
By the way, just to be clear about that, there is a documentary, I don't know if it's still on HBO, called Kill Chain.
Yep.
The entire documentary, I think it's called Kill Chain.
It
right?
is.
Yeah, it's called Kill Chain. The man was talking about Georgia, and he hacked those voting machines, the very same voting machines used in this election. Now, he was trying to prove that Stacey Abrams won and that there was election interference. The entire documentary focuses on Dominion voting and how easily they can be compromised. And then you have this guy, Raffensperger, who knew that and used them anyway. Okay? So basically, when you're looking at asking for vote totals under questionable machines, right, under questionable circumstances, with a tiny margin of victory, 0.23% saying, look, the machines may not work, the pipe didn't burst, these votes were counted, there was a chain of custody that was broken. Donald Trump has been indicted. For that. Keep in mind, Stacey Abrams still hasn't fully conceded the election.
She's still fighting the good fight.
Yes.
She won't let it go.
So where's the indictment? Where's the indictment on her? She gets a walk-on the CW network?
Well, I mean, her and Hillary Clinton both were challenging the legitimacy of elections. And by the way, why they went a little over the top. The safest and most secure election in history.
Yeah, I know.
How do you know that?
That's how it's that. I
don't
love
even
that
know.
question.
But everybody went with that. Like, we all know that this is the safest and most secure election in history. And you just heard that. Like, you could play the clips from everybody saying it across media. And I'm like, does that mean every other election wasn't safe and secure? Because this is the safest.
No, these
and
are
most
safer
secure.
and more secure.
If I walked into a restaurant and they were like, "This is the cleanest, safest, most edible food you'll ever have,"
Yes.
I'm walking the hell out.
It's like a world's best coffee sign in the window, and I'm like, that's a lie. You can't possibly know that. Look, really quickly, there's a reason for all of this. We have there's a tweet that I saw that actually had a timeline on it.
All right.
That was.
I want to bring this up, and then it looks like Josh had gold in his mind.
He
so
did.
I want you to, but okay. You go, and then Josh.
Okay,
Hold
so
that thought,
see if
Josh.
you can see if he can pull it up. So there was a timeline to all the indictments and why they were happening when they were happening. And the most recent thing is the DOJ and the whistleblower stuff just came out like a couple of days ago. And now we get the fourth Trump indictment. The previous one, I think, was when Devin Archer testified. We had an indictment. Hunter Biden's case, he had the sweetheart deal. We had an indictment right after that. Like every one of these has that coincidence.
It's almost like it mirrors, when we launched Mug Club. Remember, and then when we were coming back and announcing Alex Jones, and it's like, all of a sudden, it's just a whirlwind.
They just try to distract you from doing your job. Oh, by the way, just a little bit of news that broke, I think, about 15 minutes before we came on the air. Hunter Biden's lead attorney has said, I want the hell out of here. Ooh. He went to a federal judge and said, take me off of this case.
Yeah.
Not kidding. Hunter Biden's lead attorney. That's not a good look when your head attorney leaves.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, it's never very good. Not a good look, especially if you're on attorney like 2, 3, and 4, which happens.
Well, he'll be very quickly on attorney.
Were you about to say something, Josh? And then
no, I forgot. But
I said hold that thought. You didn't hold it.
But I have a head attorney. Something different. Completely different.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track, but so many indictments at this point, so we have a Trump bingo card to help you out. Yeah, there you go. You got
there we go. Just 2 more?
Yeah, just 2 more.
Oh, can I predict the next one?
Yeah, where do you think it's next?
Michigan.
Think Michigan? Oh, probably.
You mean, hold on. Michigan should shut up and just be quiet for a little while because they're the place that I think had an entire county think they had elected a Democrat or Republican. I can't which one. And they're like, oh, wait, sorry, that was the wrong one.
Error.
They flipped like the entire election. It was like 1,000 votes in a very tiny election. It was like, how did you get that wrong?
Someone elected a dead guy, right?
They probably
Someone also may have voted from my previous address where I haven't lived since 2016. So.
Somebody may have voted from the urban farming fields that they have as well.
Or a sidewalk, but we're splitting hairs.
They got votes from Henry Ford.
Yes.
Crazy.
Joe Lewis.
Very anti-Semitic still.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys, look, this is what it comes down to. The witch hunt is going on. It comes down to, do you think that this was and people will say, you're being black and white, right? It's all A or B thinking. And I understand that that's a criticism leveled against me. But when they, meaning the media and the entire DNC, when they are saying the most safe and secure election of all time, I would argue that's an absolute statement that would require a counterbalance of an absolute statement equivalent to no.
It's a fair argument.
Yeah, my counter argument is no. Now, I don't know to what degree, because we won't have the investigations. No. This is the issue that takes place. The media, the government media, entertainment, industrial complex, they are all one and the same. Throw big tech in there. All of this.
Yeah.
Right. And we already know that the election, by the way, would have changed if the Hunter Biden situation had been different.
Just that one
story, let alone with the mail-in ballots, let alone with ballots that disappeared. I don't know all of these sworn affidavits. It's very hard to know if you don't follow up on them.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, the government doesn't have to win. You remember when Joe Biden said, I'm going to try to cancel student debt, but I know the Supreme Court's pretty much going to strike it down, but at least that'll give us like a 3-month lead time. That's essentially what he said.
He did it with rent forgiveness.
He did it. Yeah, exactly. He did it with a number of things. He knows the courts aren't going to hold this up. It does not matter.
Right.
Guess what? Yeah. Donald Trump has a limited budget. It may be very large. He has a lot of support. He has a limited budget. He has limited time to focus on stuff like this. The government does not. It's your tax dollars paying for this. They have an unlimited budget to go after Donald Trump. They have all the time in the world to stretch this out. Yeah, they don't need to win.
Comment below. If you're watching right now, have you ever been audited by the IRS? You ever had that? You ever had to go through that? You ever have to provide $63 Trader Joe's receipt like it's hiding money in the Cayman Islands? What's this? I don't think you were doing those toucan O's. I don't think that's what that was. This seems like a Swedish offshore account. For $4 in dark chocolate salted caramel, you government dick. The point is, I've been audited.
Oddly specific.
I thought the point was you're giving me tips on what to get you for Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's true. That's a long way away, though.
We're a ways off from that.
I'm always thinking about it.
You've just got Valentine's chocolate on the mind.
I always got chocolate on the mind.
I'll get you bitten by a tick. You'll become allergic to chocolate.
Ooh. Oh, don't do that.
No, he's already allergic to crayfish.
That's mean.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.